Have you ever asked yourself, why am I forgetting things so easily now? Or felt that frustrating brain fog that makes it hard to focus, even on simple tasks? It might sound alarming, but for many people over 60, these subtle shifts in memory and mental sharpness are often the very first, quiet signs that your brain health needs urgent attention. Ignoring these early warning signals could cost you far more than you think. It's not just about misplacing your keys or struggling with names. It's a critical reflection of what's happening inside your entire body, especially your brain. When your cognitive function begins to decline, it often signals broader issues with blood flow, inflammation, and nutrient deficiencies that put your overall health and your independence at risk. In this video, we're diving into 5 simple, powerful foods that leading neurologists and longevity experts say every person over 60 should eat. Foods that protect your brain, restore memory, improve focus, and yes, might even save your cognitive future. These aren't obscure supplements or expensive treatments. These are foods that may already be in your kitchen, but you probably didn't realize just how vital they truly are for your brain. So whether you're still sharp as a tack or starting to notice changes you're not thrilled about, this is your chance to take back control. Because when your memory starts to weaken, it's not just about inconvenience. It's a sign of something deeper, something you can't afford to ignore. Stick with me through each of these 5 foods because by the end, you won't just know what to eat. You'll understand why it works, how your brain responds to it, and what kind of mental transformation you can expect if you're consistent. And believe me, once you start seeing the difference, you'll wonder why no one told you this sooner. Why your brain health matters more than ever after 60. For many of us, the idea of cognitive decline is one of the most frightening aspects of aging. We worry about losing our independence, our ability to connect, and even our sense of self. And for good reason. Your brain is the command center of your entire body. It controls everything from your breathing and heartbeat to your thoughts, emotions, and memories. When we talk about brain health after 60, we're not just talking about avoiding serious conditions like dementia. We're talking about maintaining sharpness, keeping your ability to learn new things, solve problems, and think clearly. Emotional stability. A healthy brain supports balanced moods and resilience to stress. Independence. The capacity to manage your daily life, make decisions, and stay engaged with the world. The good news is that your brain is incredibly adaptable, even in later life. It responds powerfully to the right fuel. Let's explore the foods that can make a profound difference. Food number 1, blueberries, nature's brain berries. Here's something delightful. Blueberries aren't just a sweet treat. They are arguably one of the most powerful and delicious foods for supporting your brain health after 60. That's right. These tiny, vibrant berries do more than just taste good. The science behind this is fascinating. Blueberries are packed with flavonoids, particularly anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color. These powerful plant compounds are incredible antioxidants that cross the blood-brain barrier. Once there, they reduce oxidative stress, protecting brain cells from damage caused by free radicals. Lower inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a major contributor to cognitive decline. Improve communication. They enhance signaling between brain cells, which is crucial for memory and learning. That means when you enjoy a handful of blueberries, you're not just indulging, you're actively helping your brain stay sharp and resilient. Most of us over 60 have faced years of environmental toxins, stress, and perhaps less than ideal diets that take a toll on our brain cells. So, when blueberries can support better cognitive function, it's a cause for celebration. Take, for example, Sarah, a 72-year-old retired librarian I spoke with. She admitted that she was starting to worry about her memory, often forgetting names and struggling to recall details from books she'd just read. But after being encouraged by her doctor to add a cup of blueberries to her daily breakfast routine, something began to shift. She felt clearer, her recall improved, and after a few months, She said she finally felt confident again in her ability to remember and learn, even picking up a new language. That's not just a diet change, that's a life change. The key, of course, is consistency. Look for fresh or frozen organic blueberries and enjoy them in your oatmeal, smoothies, or just as a snack. Let the pleasure of it remind you that aging doesn't mean the end of mental agility. Quite the opposite, it's a reminder to savor what matters. Fuel your brain with nature's candy. Food number 2, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, omega-3 powerhouses. When it comes to foods that can rescue aging brains and revive your cognitive health, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines deserve a spotlight. These aren't just delicious. They're one of the most powerful natural ways to protect your brain and your heart at the same time. And as any neurologist will tell you, what's good for your heart is also good for your brain. Let's break it down. Fatty fish are incredibly rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, and EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid. These are essential fats that your body can't produce on its own, and they're crucial for brain health. Building blocks. DHA is a major structural component of your brain, especially in areas related to memory and learning. Anti-inflammatory. Omega-3s reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the brain, protecting against neurodegenerative diseases. Improved blood flow. They support healthy blood vessels, ensuring a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients to your brain cells. What makes fatty fish so special is how directly these omega-3s impact brain function. Studies have shown that regular consumption can improve memory, mood, and even reduce the risk of cognitive decline. It's not magic, it's biology. When your brain cells have the right building blocks, everything works better. I remember talking with a man named Robert, 68, who said he'd been struggling with focus and feeling generally fuzzy mentally. He chalked it up to age, assumed that mental sharpness was over. But once he made a habit of including fatty fish in his diet 2 to 3 times a week, he said something strange started happening. Not only did he feel more alert, but his ability to concentrate improved dramatically. He even started enjoying complex puzzles again. That's the power of simple food choice. Not because it's exotic, but because it helps your brain do what it's meant to do naturally. The key is consistency. Aim for wild-caught varieties for the highest nutrient content. Nourish your mind with the ocean's bounty. Food number 3, leafy green vegetables, spinach, kale, the brain's green fuel. Leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and collard greens may look humble, but for anyone over 60, these greens are nothing short of a miracle food for your brain. Why? Because they are packed with a synergistic blend of nutrients essential for sustained cognitive function. Here's why they are so vital. Vitamin K, crucial for forming sphingolipids, a type of fat that is densely packed into brain cells and important for memory. Lutein and zeaxanthin. These powerful antioxidants accumulate in the brain and are linked to improved cognitive performance. Folate, vitamin B9 essential for nerve function and reducing homocysteine levels, which, when high, are linked to cognitive decline and heart disease. Beta-carotene, another antioxidant that supports overall brain health. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients. Leafy greens step in here as nature's perfect solution, providing a direct infusion of these brain-boosting compounds. Studies have shown that even one serving of leafy greens a day can significantly slow cognitive decline. That means better memory, sharper focus, and improved processing speed. Let's also talk about the psychological side. When you actively choose to incorporate these vibrant greens into your diet, it sends a powerful message to your brain. I'm still investing in my health. I still want to be sharp and engaged. That belief alone fuels more vitality, more joy, and more motivation to take care of yourself. I've seen it happen. One friend of mine, Gary, 72, had almost given up on trying to improve his memory. But once he added a daily serving of spinach to his routine, he didn't just notice physical changes. His entire attitude changed. He started engaging more in conversations and felt a renewed sense of confidence. Green power for sharper mind. Food number 4. Walnuts, the brain-shaped nut for a reason. Walnuts might just be the most aptly shaped food for brain health. Their wrinkled, lobed appearance strikingly resembles a human brain, and for good reason. For men and women over 60, these nuts are a quiet powerhouse for cognitive vitality. Here's why walnuts are so crucial. Alpha-linolenic acid. ALA walnuts are one of the best plant-based sources of ALA, an omega-3 fatty acid that the body can convert into DHA and EPA, crucial for brain health. Antioxidants. They are rich in polyphenol and vitamin E, which protect brain cells from oxidative damage and inflammation. Improved blood flow. The healthy fats and antioxidants in walnuts support cardiovascular health, ensuring optimal blood flow to the brain. Regular consumption of walnuts has been linked to improved memory, better cognitive function, and even a reduced risk of age-related cognitive decline. It doesn't take much. Just a small handful, about a quarter cup, a day can begin to make a difference. Beyond the science, there's something powerful about choosing a food that represents care. When you snack on walnuts, whether it's on their own, in a salad, or sprinkled over yogurt, you're sending your body a message. You're saying, I still value this vessel. I still want to feel alive, connected, and vital. That simple act of choosing nourishment over convenience, of embracing your health instead of surrendering to decline, is an act of self-respect. I remember hearing from Frank, a 79-year-old widower from Indiana. After losing his wife, he slipped into a cycle of unhealthy eating. But one day, after watching a health talk about brain-boosting foods, he made a change. He started keeping a bowl of walnuts handy, and soon found himself with more energy, a clearer mind, and a renewed sense of purpose. The brain's best friend in a shell. Food number 5. Turmeric, the golden spice for a sharper mind. There's something ancient and sacred about turmeric. For centuries, it's been a staple in traditional medicine, and now modern science is confirming its incredible power, especially for brain health in those over 60. At the heart of turmeric's magic is its active compound, curcumin. This powerful polyphenol is responsible for turmeric's vibrant color and its remarkable health benefits. Potent anti-inflammatory. Curcumin is a strong anti-inflammatory agent, crucial for combating chronic inflammation in the brain, which is linked to cognitive decline. Antioxidant power. It's also a powerful antioxidant, protecting brain cells from damage. Boosts BDNF. Curcumin has been shown to increase levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a growth hormone that functions in the brain and helps grow new neurons and combat various degenerative processes. Improves memory. Studies suggest curcumin can improve memory and attention, particularly in older adults. For older individuals, this can make the difference between frustrating brain fog and clear, confident thinking. The key to maximizing turmeric's benefits is to consume it with black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that significantly enhances curcumin absorption. But let's get personal for a moment. One of the quiet battles many older adults face is the sense that their minds are betraying them, that aging means inevitable cognitive decline, and there's no way to push back. But that's not true. Every time you choose a food like turmeric, a spice so rich in healing power, you're saying, I still have a say in how I age. You're reclaiming agency over your health. I met George, a retired school principal from Arizona, at a senior health seminar. He was in his early 70s and said he felt like his memory was constantly failing him. I just didn't feel sharp anymore, he admitted. But after learning about natural brain boosters, he added turmeric to his daily routine, often in a warm milk latte or sprinkled on his meals. Within weeks, he noticed changes not just physically, but mentally. He felt more alert. He said, I feel like something woke up inside me that I thought had died. That's the power of a simple spice. Spice up your brain for a sharper future. Final thoughts. Reclaim your cognitive future. Isn't it remarkable how the smallest choices, what we put on our plate, what we avoid, how we listen to our bodies, can make the biggest difference in how we live, love, and age? For many people over 60, the topic of brain health feels like a door that's quietly closing, locked behind years of stress, silence, and worry. But here's the truth. No one says loudly enough. It's never too late to take back control. Your brain hasn't given up on you. In fact, it's still capable of remarkable things if you give it the right fuel. The foods we explore today aren't just groceries. They're messengers. They speak to your brain cells, your blood vessels, your energy levels, and yes, even your self-esteem. They tell your brain, I still believe in you. When you chew on blueberries, add spinach to your plate, snack on walnuts, enjoy fatty fish, or sprinkle turmeric over your meals, you're sending a powerful message, not just to your body, but to your spirit. You're saying, I'm not done. That kind of attitude, my friend, changes everything. So today, I encourage you to pick one of these foods and add it to your life. Treat your brain with the same care and dignity you've given to others your whole life, because you deserve to feel sharp, confident, and vibrant. Not in the past, but right now. And if no one's told you this recently, let me say it clearly. You matter. Your brain health matters. Your joy, your confidence, your energy, they all still matter. Aging doesn't take that away unless you let it. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.